Hello my gorgeous Taurus, my name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your weekly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you my gorgeous Taurini, and it's in between the 22nd and the 28th of August 2022. Do you know what? At the beginning of this week you are going to have a really big, important, mind-blowing idea. I'm saying that this idea is going to be mind-blowing because for the first time ever you are in your life, you are going to feel such a strong connection to an idea that at the same time you're going to understand how bold and you are actually going to need to be in order to make this happen. Normally this would put you off, but now you're going to feel some kind of energy, some kind of vibration that you haven't felt ever in your life. So this in itself, it is like really pretty much so going to make you feel very active and very determined, and that in itself, it's a lot to do with your own experience. It's a lot to do with your life purpose. It's a lot to do with who you are. It's a lot to do with your spirit. So this is going to be felt on a completely different level, baby. So just remember that amazing idea that you are going to have at the beginning of the week. But there is a little problem. Of course, it's not a little problem, but at the time when you become aware of this idea, at the same time, you know, you are really gonna feel very indecisive. You know, you're gonna feel kind of indecisive, and you must not let that indecisiveness take you on the next level. So what is the next level of being indecisive? Well, the next level of being indecisive is entering the actual the state of how do I put this? You enter the state of like overanalyzation. So you don't want to enter the state of overanalyzing something, because that in itself is the time when we start losing our energy, our vibration, and it's a very difficult to pinpoint exact path that we feel such a strong connection with. So you have to preserve your energy and do not kind of like when you find yourself indecisive, you know, at the same time you need to also understand that, you know, this is to do, please don't kind of take the wrong route. And what is the wrong route? Like going away from the original idea, because sometimes, you know, in our lives we find some kind of idea and then we overanalyze and we end up somewhere completely different. No, baby, no. This is something that you need to remember. Why? Because this is to do with your professional life, it's to do with your materialistic kind of success, it's to do with being a very strong provider, and it's also to do like with you building something very strong and very durable at the same time. But you know, you need to be aware of the fact that you are going to get a very interesting advice, and that interesting advice is actually going to help you with your own reflection, especially when it comes to like a feeling so indecisive, you know. But at the same time, as soon as you become aware of that very interesting advice that you are going to get, and that interesting advice that you are going to get, it's a lot going to be along the line of the actual finances, financial situation and things like that, but it's also to do a lot with your own path to happiness. When you feel vibration rising, you know, it's kind of like you can't really ignore that moment. You can't not notice that feeling, you know. You start opening up in such a wonderful way, and once you start opening up, you know, you get to kind of feel and experience things in life from a completely different level that you're about to find yourself at. So now this is going to lead, as soon as you become aware of this actual advice, you know, at the same time this is going to lead towards the new opportunity and potential. Because it looks like it's not only about the advice, but it's about your eyes being open, you realizing and understanding like even more, even further, like this amazing opportunity and potential to prosper and to potential to grow, you know. And you are going to be thinking a lot like what steps do you need to take next, which is a beautiful feeling. But at the same time it is connected to the moment, to the realization that you're going to have, that this is all about the actual beautiful gift that you have, you know. And also at the same time, this is like gonna like reawaken you, because you will know like, oh my god, suddenly you are going to be thinking about the certain aspects of your past, and then you're going to be like kind of like a thinking with compassion and forgiveness, and normally you would feel so angry, normally you would not feel good about it, but at the same time this is a very good sign that it's time to head in a new direction. This is to do with the clarity on your life purpose, and in your heart, in your spirit, in your soul, all, my gorgeous Taurini, you will know exactly what to do. By the time you get to the mid part of this week, this is going to be again, you're going to have this moment, a second thing. So this is not to do this like kind of like a second thing. It's to do with your past, but it's the very important karmic moment, karmic situation that you need to cut the cords with this. You need to let this go. You're going to find yourself grieving like a certain loss, and that is going to, you're going to find yourself like grieving a certain loss. I'm not saying that you have to cut these cords, you know what I mean, but I'm just saying that you need to kind of like really understand that it's time to move on from this. And it's not necessarily to do with the person that died, but it's also to do with the time of your life that you were, when something affected you so badly, it made you feel really, really sad, it made you feel really, really negative. And this happened a long time ago. So this is naturally going to bounce into your life, not because, oh no, you're going to be dark and negative. No, baby, no. It's giving you the opportunity to kind of let this go. It's giving you the opportunity to recognize this and let this go, because it's a lot to do with you regretting something in the past. And that in itself, it's going to be affecting you, and it's going to cause this prolonged gloom in your life until you realize that you, my gorgeous Taurini, are having a very important key coming to you. The spiritual key that it's coming to you, it's going to make you feel complete, it's going to make you feel whole, it's going to bring a fulfillment in your life, but it's also at the same time, it's going to make you aware of exactly like kind of what do you need to use, which kind of like a expertise do you need to use, when it comes to your life, in order to actually go to make the next step. Let me show you this. You see this, like for example, about that prolonged gloom and oh gosh, that prolonged gloom. Look at this. This is going to help you to relax so much. It's going to help you to like kind of like, for example, it's going to reflect on your life in such a way when you're like kind of go to meditate, where you're going to be able to do this in a so much better way. You will feel something much lighter within you when you're like kind of like dreaming, when you're sleeping, when you're relaxing, when you're walking within the forest, where you rejuvenate yourself. Everything is going to seem so much more meaningful, and at the same time you will be able to recognize how much you can actually read in between the lines after this moment in time, my gorgeous Taurini. So let me see like these two cards that actually fell on the floor. Sorry, I'm just so terrible, and sometimes, like with every single reading, this is what it happens. So now I'm just like kind of going underneath the table, and I'm taking the card that actually fell, and I thought it was two, but it was only one. So this is a big mystery to me. I really felt like two cards fell on the floor. And look what what card. Oh my god, did you hear this? I've just chucked another like a tarot deck on the floor. What's happening to me? No, I'm joking. So look at this. This is like, it's all about the actual, you are going to be able to live the life of like luxury in so many different ways. You are going to be able to feel so content, and you are going to be able to get this energy back that you didn't feel and you didn't have in a long time. So this is all going to lead towards you feeling fully content, not only when it comes to your spirituality, when it comes to also like understanding and choosing what are the right things and the right steps in your life that you need to make in order to actually make all this happen. So that's the card that just fell out of the deck, and it's all about a fantastic accomplishment, a really great life, a positive energy. The balance is about to return, a happiness, excitedness, feeling really happy with what future is about to bring. But also this is going to lead towards the greatest like financial security. I'm not saying that your finances are not good or anything like that, but I'm just saying that after this, this is going to help you to do so many things in life that you weren't able to do before. So here we are, my gorgeous Taurinis. Indeed, by the time you get to the actual last part of this week, listen to me, it's about a certain little tiny conflict that you are going to have with someone. And you know what, please listen to me, this tiny conflict that you are going to have with someone. Why am I saying this here? Because you are going to be going through something kind of maybe a little bit personal, maybe a little bit sensitive. That person is going to find you at the wrong time, and maybe you're going to take things out on them. But this person is very dear to you. This person is someone who is so close to you, and this person is someone who means to you so much. But sometimes those people who are the closest to us, they get the most, you know, of our stroppiness and things like that when we are like kind of unhappy with ourselves for whichever reason. It depends what kind of made us to feel that way and what at the time you're actually going through. So it's about, you need to understand that this conflict that you're going to have, a little conflict at around the end of the week, please try to do everything to be as gentle as possible, and try to do everything to actually avoid that conflict. And even if it happens, you know, try to do absolutely everything to iron things up a little bit, because this is to do with a good person. It's someone really good, it's someone really positive, it's someone really special in your life. So it's karmically, this is important for you to understand, because even if it's, so there are two ways that could happen. You could either have a little conflict with that person, or you can now listen to me and you can feel, oh my god, a little bit of stroppiness in front of someone, and then you're going to be able to control yourself. So whichever way it happens, you need to understand, if it happens, this little conflict, then you need to do everything to kind of like a really help to that person, and try to not apologize, but maybe if you need to apologize or whatever, because this is someone really special in your life. Try to fix it somehow, you see, if it already happened, okay, try to fix it, and I will tell you why. And if it kind of like didn't happen, then you can kind of like really avoid this. Whichever way kind of you're gonna kind of perceive the situation in your life, this is gonna be good for you, because you are creating absolute karmic bomb, and you will know within the next few weeks exactly why am I saying this. You are creating an amazing, mind-blowing karmic bomb. You're doing the best thing possible, and this is going to get back to you millions times more in the best possible way. So try to understand this, that you are going to create at the same time energetic goodness, you know, that it's gonna kind of return to you in an absolute abundance, you know. So this is important for you to understand, my gorgeous Taurinis. This is why this is such a specific situation that I wanted you to be aware of, you know. But at the same time, when it comes to the end of this week, you are gonna really find yourself revisiting an old plan. You are going to find yourself suddenly revisiting an old plan, and this is nothing unusual. It's all part of the process, it's all part of the progress. But at the same time, when it comes to that plan, you know, this is also bringing you amazing concentration. You're gonna feel the concentration levels like risen to the level you kind of like never felt before. You're gonna feel excited. You will kind of think about something very specific, skill of yours that you love to kind of like really express yourself with, and you're going to find your passion, confidence, a balance, you know, like you're gonna feel grounded, you know. But it's a lot to do with a skill that you're going to feel very strongly passionate about. So this is what you need to remember. So, but the only way, as soon as you find yourself revisiting an old plan, you are not going to be able to take this on unless you embrace your inner child. This is a very important moment for you, because at the same time, this is going to lead towards you enjoying the fruits of your labor within the next 9 weeks. In exactly 9 weeks, in 9 weeks only, after this moment in time, you're already going to be able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Okay, it's to do with the hard work, but then again, it's going to bring you a very, very interesting lifestyle indeed. Okay, my gorgeous Taurini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye.